Hi everybody from a beautiful evening here in Central Portugal. The sun is shining. It's really bright out, so I'm hiding in the shadows. But it's definitely the calm before the storm, so I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff to prepare for the rain, including stacking and moving a whole bunch of firewood, which was kind of traumatic, but it's done and I'm happy. And preparing the garden, planting some stuff in time for the rain. And the most important and exciting thing of this video is venturing into the water mine with Sinead. She gave you a little taste test of the water mine in the last video, but this time we go in all the way to the back and it's very interesting. Let's just get into this one. It's really fun and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you again at the end. Hi everybody from an overcast, but still a very beautiful day. The temperature is amazing and it's going to be a fabulous day for working on what is a pretty crappy job, and that job is annoying but very rewarding, and it's basically stacking firewood, moving stuff around to make space for the firewood, and just organizing all of the stuff that I need to stay warm over the winter. So while it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of humping stuff around, once I get it done, it's done for the whole season and I can sit back and feel like an adult that I'm prepared for the winter. I've got a really good supply of pine needles. I need some more pine cones, but I've got enough to start me off. And I've got lots of kindling as well in the form of fig branches and scrappy bits of wood. So I think I'm on top of things. I've had my fire delivery. I just have to move everything under cover. But in order to make space for the firewood, which I'm gonna stack all along here, I need to get rid of all this crap. And I think a good spot for it is down in the lower polytunnel, which I've recently cleaned out. But it's far away and it's going to be a really annoying job. So I'd say I've got a couple of hours of humping stuff around ahead of me, and then after that I'm going to reward myself by going down to see what Sinead is up to. Her water project is amazing. She's in there currently cleaning out the water mine, and then after that we're going to go down and visit Sancha, and she's working on her little wooden cabin on her piece of land, which is about 5 minutes down the hill. So I've got a busy day ahead of me of pretty physical work, starting with relocating all of this stuff. But first I need to make a spot in the lower polytunnel for the wood to go, and I think resting it on some bricks will do the trick. What do you think, Larry? Use the bricks to make a spot to rest the wood on? Good idea? That's what I think too. So the rain is coming down. It's just sprinkling though, but it looks a little ominous out here. So let's move some bricks and then some wood. So I'm not 100% certain that putting sand down in here was the best idea I've ever had. It's kind of turned it into a giant kitty litter. The idea was to suppress the weeds, and I think it has done that, but it's also made it kind of messy. Though doing this is weirdly satisfying. Whew, it's hot, especially in these polytunnels. The sun is out in full force, and this job is not going to be the most pleasant of jobs, but when it's done I'll be very, very pleased. So I'm moving a bunch of stuff. This is where we're at now. I'll see you again when it's done. The wood has been moved. It's looking good. I'm so happy to have this organized. I'm excited to have so much kindling ready to go. I just feel a lot more prepared than I usually do. However, I definitely want to get to that pile, chop it down to size, see what I can use for firewood, and just sort that disaster out. And the upper polytunnel is also looking a million times better. I just feel so much more at ease without all the clutter. I mean, it's still cluttered, but at least there's space for the firewood. So I'm gonna get to that very soon. But before I do, I thought now would be a good opportunity to go down to Sancha's place, give her a proper hello, and see what she's working on. She's planning on insulating her floor and then going over it with OSB board, similar to what Sinead has done on her floor with the yurt. And I want to get down there and take a look before they cover the entire previous floor up, because it's going to be a massive improvement, and I'd like you guys to see what it looked like before. You might notice that the sound of the diggers is gone, and that means that they've finished their job. So I think the plan now is to observe and see what happens over the winter. So I'll head up there and see what Sinead is up to in a little bit. I think she's deep in the water mine cleaning that out, which is brave of her because it goes back apparently 40 meters. So it's definitely been a very claustrophobic job for her, but she's a lot more adventurous than I am with these things. And her neighbor, Joachim, he's a trooper, man. I think he's about 75 years old, and he's been working away down there with her. And he's got like old-timey knowledge of these mines. Apparently, he worked in them as a kid, and so he knows his stuff. I don't know what they were doing down there with water mines and children. Perhaps this is an urban legend, I don't really know. But one thing I do know is these things are fascinating. Seeing them go right into the hills is very impressive, and I know Sinead was super curious about her mine, and so now she's been into the depths of the hole and seen what lurks within the mountain. And yeah, it's some crazy stuff, but definitely delivers a lot of water. So I'll pop in and say hello to Sancha and her partner Lee. And I love having her around. It's really cool when she comes back, and it's nice to see the progress of her project as well. So we've got lots of things on the go in the valley, and it's just fun to share a diversity of things. Plus I have the weekly work group thing. So yeah, this channel has kind of developed into not being just about me, which is probably a good thing since I go so slowly. But yeah, hopefully it keeps you guys entertained, and hopefully you like seeing this kind of stuff. So Sancha and Lee have driven down in her van. They arrived a couple nights ago, fairly late. Yesterday they were in Castelo Branco stocking up on materials because there's an exciting project on the go. Hi guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. You caught us mid-disconnection of the fire.
Hi Sancha, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi Lee, welcome to Portugal. Yeah, so this is what they're doing. They're taking this crazy floor.
The worst floor in the world.
Yeah, why don't you give me a little rundown on what you're up to?
So, this floor's like really crap and flaky, but I've lived on it. But that's why I had loads of rugs. So we're just insulating it now.
With this most amazing stuff. How thick is this?
40 millimeters.
Amazing, it's gonna be great.
That, and then we got some OSB from top. And then we're gonna sand it and clear varnish it.
And then soft furnishings on top?
Many soft furnishings.
Amazing. It already looks so much cleaner and better. Feels way cozier.
I think do you know what I was going to say? That's what I said to Lee before. It actually feels cozier.
Definitely, even just this one side. And then over here, in order to do the floor on this side, we've got your wood burner.
Which is, better than I thought. If you said that's just flaking, it can all come off.
This is creosote. I know a lot about this stuff. When I screwed up and was burning the wrong wood, this entire thing completely closed up, almost, like, to that much, and it was like super, super hard. And I had to buy new pipes. So you're lucky that it's not like that.
So I'll just knock it all out, and then that looks like it's quite full.
Yeah, just take it outside and give it a bang, I guess. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better than I expected it to look. So is it pretty heavy? Have you tried to?
Yeah, we'll get it out
I think you can handle it.
though. Just.
Alright, so this is amazing. So the stove's going to move and the floor is going to extend over. And that is what these guys are working on. And how's it gone so far?
Good, we've got this done today. Well, you put one down last night, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then the rest of it, I think we're going to do it today.
Okay, well, I'll leave you guys to it.
See you later.
Hello, welcome, hello. We'll see you again later on. And I'm going to get back to work. Yeah, bye.
See you.
So the pile of sludgy maybe clay is getting larger. Sinead and Joachim are deep within the hole pulling out more of the sludge. And she's actually had to pump the water out of the lake because it filled up so much that the water then started to flow back into the, I don't know, canal thing, back into the hole, raising the level of the water in there. So you can see how quickly the water's flowing. And I don't think there's going to be any problems getting this thing to fill up. Someone is lurking within.
I have found the back. I think at one point when you're down here, I was just like, yeah, I think it's just another like 3 meters or... No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So Joachim is in there at the moment. He is in between meter 30 and 40.
Damn.
And there's more. There's more. So maybe it's 50 meters. I don't know. We disagreed on how to use a measuring tape. So I need to go and measure it again later.
In exciting news, after having chatted to our friend Damien, who's also been in the hole this morning, I have decided that I'm going to accompany you into the depths.
Do.
One day.
It's so interesting.
And I will help you measure.
It's so one day, girl. We haven't got that much time. What are you talking about? This thing, we're building a wall.
How long do I have? I need wellies, and I need to get up the courage.
Don't use that as an excuse. I've got a fine pair of wellies on my feet that are you can happily borrow these babies.
I borrow one, you borrow the other. Are you gonna go on barefoot? Is that how you are one with the hole?
I was gonna let you off on your own.
Okay. All right. So I'm going in soon. I'm gonna take the camera and the flashlight.
Going soon. Things happen fast around here.
All right. Soon.
No. I mean, I don't know when we're gonna build a wall, so it's probably gonna be open for a while. So interesting. It's so interesting. It's like salamander land at the back.
Ooh.
And okay, so I don't think this should put you off. But myself and Joachim, we were at market 30 earlier on. And it gets tighter. The space gets a bit tighter. Okay. And I saw, don't let this scare you though. I saw a bat fly in and fly out. And so I got really animated because I was just like, it's a bat. Obviously the space is really tight. So I'm like, it's a bat. And I'm losing it. And he's just like, what are you saying? Obviously he didn't say that in English. He's just looking around going,
like,
what is it? What is this woman screaming about? No, he doesn't know that I saw a bat. He didn't see it. It was behind him. So there is a bat there.
There's creatures. I think I'm more scared about your description of the tightness of the walls than of the bats.
Yeah, but I can fit in, so you can definitely fit in.
However, I also don't love the idea of the bat.
It could be 60 meters. It could be 60 meters.
It's
so fascinating.
It's so incredible.
Fascinating.
It's incredible.
Oh, and what's really nice about it is on the wall there's like these little areas that were like chipped out, and that's where they had the candles.
Oh, are you gonna stick some candles in there for me when I go in?
We have lights.
I'd like candles.
Yeah, I'll light the place with candles. Yeah, sure, I'll do that for you. If you want the full effect. It will be €10 though. I'm charging €10.
You can do cave tours.
Tour. Yeah, exactly.
Forget about the water source. Leave it like it is. Exactly. Cave tours into the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've got a lot of stuff on your plate today, and I've got firewood to move, which is a lot less...
No, this is way more exciting. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, that's way more exciting. So, in you go, Sinead. Back to it.
Goodbye.
Don't you believe in Joachim in there on his own?
Goodbye. I look forward to when you come in.
I'm thinking maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, do.
Okay.
Bye.
Farewell. So today has definitely been a masterclass in procrastination. I've been thinking about this wood pile a lot. Have I moved anything? Not until right now. But it's not going to move itself, so let's just get on with it. As I've mentioned a few times, this is my least favorite job about off-grid stuff. Everything to do with firewood. But once it's done, it's amazing and feels really good. So let's get it moved and stacked, and then I'm going to feel way more positive about this day than I do right now. Actually, I feel like it might be wise to start with the slightly larger stuff, put that at the bottom, and maybe that'll make everything a little easier to stack. I don't really have a massive amount of experience stacking firewood. I usually just leave it in a pile. I'm kind of unruly with the way I deal with firewood. This year, I'm changing my ways, guys. I'm changing my ways. I'm gonna be more organized. And it's gonna be this stacked firewood, it's gonna be a thing of beauty. Hopefully. Yeah, it's tricky because there's lots of short little pieces like this and some longer pieces. So it's definitely gonna fit in my wood burner. But when you start having little short pieces like this, it becomes a little difficult to stack. But where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm sure I'll figure something out. So this has been brutal. My back is pretty sore, but it is definitely energizing, and it's wonderful to see this pile growing. Unfortunately, I'm only about 2/3 of the way through, but fortunately, we're going for pizza. So I'm gonna call it quits and finish the rest off tomorrow because I deserve pizza after all of this hard work. But it's good to see the pile growing. I think I'm gonna have enough space in here, which I was a little bit worried about. And I don't know, I'm not an expert firewood stacker, but it seems pretty sturdy. It doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. I will have to close off the windows that are behind it so it doesn't get soaked. But overall, all is well, and the pile out there is slowly diminishing, which is amazing. So I'm calling it quits on work for the night, which is good because it's just started raining. But I'm happy with this performance, and I'll see you again tomorrow, probably for some more firewood-related fun. And also, I'm going to be going into that crazy water mine with a flashlight on the camera. So I'm scared but excited for that. And I'll see you then. Hello from a brand new day. The firewood stack is almost finished. I just have this one little piece to put on. Let's put you there. And it's looking surprisingly organized and sturdy. I don't know what I was expecting of my firewood stacking abilities, but I gotta say, I feel like I've outdone myself on this one. It's looking pretty good. So last night was very relaxed, had some pizza, and then I was up early this morning to go to yoga. And then we enjoyed juice at a little pop-up cooking event at a shop called Kolmaya from some friends that run a business called The Kitchen Table. They do amazing food, and they pop up here and there at events serving some fantastic stuff. And they did a breakfast thing this time around, which I wasn't able to enjoy, but I did have a great juice, an amazing brownie, and it was a lovely start to the day. And then when I got back, I finished stacking the firewood, and maybe you can see it's all gone, and I'm so happy that it's all in there now. So that's wonderful. And now I'm heading down to the hole. I'm going in. Sinead is waiting for me. I'm gonna take the camera into the depths of this water mine. I'm a little nervous, but I'm kind of excited to see what lurks within the side of the mountain. So apparently I have a pair of wellies down there waiting for me, so I have no excuses whatsoever. So I'll wander down, psych myself up, and then I'm going in. Hello there. You've been in your hole? Is it scary?
No, she's beautiful. I just put the candles the whole way down. As of today, it's my favorite place
Your favorite place in the world?
in the entire world today.
Wow, that's saying a lot. Well, I'm excited. I'm more excited to see this place now after hearing that
It's really
than I
cute.
was on the walk down.
It's magnificent.
I mean, with the candles.
It really looks very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would recommend it for Valentine's Day
Oh, really?
or Halloween. It's suitable for both occasions.
It's nice to have something that's so versatile that it's good for both Valentine's and Halloween. You don't really see that combination a lot in this day and age.
Now you have to go in with bravery
I will.
and foolishness.
My favorite things. My favorite things. So the lake. Ah, she's just looking wonderful. It's just a wonderful space, Sinead.
I know.
I love it.
I know. I love it too.
Yay! All right, so the wellies are coming up with Sancha in the van. The equipment that I need to go in the hole. I've got some batteries for the torches.
I think what we're going to do is, I think we're going to go in by candlelight.
Okay, you coming in with me?
Yeah, of course.
All
Of
right,
course. Wouldn't
all
let you
right.
go into that
Cool.
the magnificent hole of wonderfulness by yourself.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. All right, well, I'm excited. Let's wait for the wellies and
In you
and
go.
then we're going in.
Yeah.
Okay, the wellies are going on. Sancha Lee, you're going in the hole. How do you feel?
Nervous.
Nervous?
I'm a little bit apprehensive, considering she said there's bats and salamanders in there.
I mean, what's a salamander gonna do to
Yeah,
you?
that
That's-
won't, but bat.
That I understand. She did also just say it's her favorite place on earth. So the standards are, it's a lot of expectation really, isn't it? I'm nervous.
Are you going in?
I'm gonna go in after you guys.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
get your reaction. I'm gonna film you going into the depths, then I'm gonna get your reaction when you
Because
emerge.
we need a safety spotter.
Oh yes,
I
also
can't go in.
safety. Yes, I'm a safety person, I suppose.
Sorted.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what she's doing in there. She's setting up some lights. She's just like in and out, like it's her second
It's like a
her
second
home. I know.
Oh, can hear her. You can hear the sloshing.
The water's only high here.
Right.
Is it a cave suitable for these? Because they're not full length valleys.
It's only high at the top part, the front part.
Only one way to find out, Sancha. Only one way to find out.
Go first.
Go first, yeah, because I want you to get the effect of the candle.
You come behind
Yeah,
me.
you can behind.
Do you want to go first?
Right.
I think you're getting a little bit too much joy out of this.
Oh, I
man.
can see a candle.
Oh,
Exactly.
this is truly ridiculous. Good luck, guys. See you soon. So this is all pretty ridiculous. As Sinead mentioned, she's been into the very back, which I think is about 40 to 50 meters long. But she's been guided by Joachim, the neighbor, who has loads of experience his whole life in the water mines. And he knows what he's talking about. Plus, the other guys with the diggers, they're locals and they know these mines as well. So though I'm a little fearful, I know this probably does seem very foolhardy, we do have some experienced people that assure us that this thing is fine. So, you know what though, sometimes you just have to take risks in life, and I'm just looking at this as a caving adventure into the side of a mountain. It really is so cool when you look at it up close. The sides are carved out of solid stone, and it seems incredibly, incredibly sturdy, and let's hope it stays that way. Hello, you're on your way back? Wow.
The tour guide is coming first.
Okay. Have you got your tour attendees with you in tow?
This is tour number 1. €10 each. €10 each.
All right. Upon safe return from the hole. Hi.
We arrived.
Was it scary?
Honestly, it's so cool in there.
Yeah?
It is awesome.
Favorite place in the world?
No. No, but it's good. That is ace.
Lee, what say you? Amazing?
Yeah.
All right.
Bit claustrophobic at one point.
Yeah.
I reckon
That bit where it's like,
Yeah,
it's quite
it
tight,
gets
and a
tight.
bit like,
Yeah, it gets tight.
and then you can feel water dripping on your head.
Yeah, I
and you're a
don't
bit
like the sound of any of that.
that's great,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
I
yeah.
reckon it's 50 metres long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, just treaded it out about 50.
yeah.
All right. Okay, you guys have been the guinea pigs. I guess.
Time for you to go in.
Do it.
I guess it's my turn. So
Do it.
I'll swap out some wellies
No more
and,
excuses.
and off I go. Okay, the wellies are going on. And I'm going in. You ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
I don't know who's more excited, me or you.
Oh, it's definitely not me. All right, here we go.
Watch your head.
Oh yeah. Maybe I should look up instead of down. Ooh, it's very musty smelling in here. Wow. It's very cool.
It's amazing.
I requested lights and you delivered. Look at that. Ooh. Wow. So I guess the idea is that these were used to light the place up.
Yeah.
And you
These guys
mentioned
dug this hole out, or guys, and maybe some women, who knows? Who knows what's down here? Just by candlelight. Amazing, eh?
and you mentioned I think Damien mentioned that this is more of a soft granite, so it's not like the super duper hard stuff that I've been dealing with trying to build a foundation. It's a little bit probably easier to chisel through. However, this is no mean feat. Wow. Aw.
This is a no joke tunnel, I can tell you, no joke.
This is definitely no joke. Wow, so cool. Ooh, dripping water?
No, we must fix that.
Yeah. Let's get the plumber in. And so you guys have been working at digging this sludgy stuff out.
Yeah.
Wow. This is crazy.
Isn't it?
This is actually, oh, stuck. Stuck.
And this is the shallower mud. The mud that we were working with was much deeper.
Are you gonna dig out this stuff as well, or are you kind of reached?
I don't know. We were kind of at breaking point.
Holy
yesterday.
crap, this is so cool. So I don't know what.
This is the end.
And look, somebody has left a Makita light back here. And then what do we think is up here?
I think it's maybe where they ran out of rock and they've reached soil or something.
This all looks like, yeah, this is all soft soil. It's like it's kind of fallen in from
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. Well, Sinead, I'd say I agree with you.
Your favorite place in the world?
I mean, at this moment in time, I can't think of anywhere I like better. And then what do you reckon this little bit is? It's like a little cave. Like, is it just where they had their like lunch hour? Like,
I'd say
why make this bigger?
turning it? Who knows? Maybe this rock is different than the other rock as well.
Yeah, this one's like flatter.
It's quite smooth here, where the other one's kind of like. So I don't know. I don't know.
So cool. And then this is kind of what we're in. This
Yeah, this is what we've been doing now for the last few days.
suction-y,
Yeah.
weird gray clay stuff. All right. Okay, that's cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please tell your family and friends and make sure to visit.
I'll send a postcard. Whew. You know, I do like it. I am quite excited to not be in here, though. Oh wow, it's just like, I don't even, I mean, like, you've got tunnels like these, I guess, all over the place, and then you have entire cities built with massive granite stones. Buildings built with them, bridges, roads, all kinds of stuff, and it's just like, how? How?
That's what I was asking myself
How?
when I found it.
How?
How and why?
Well, why, I guess, to get to water, but how do they know?
Yeah, but why do they have to come in so far? Like the water was coming.
I don't know. You gonna leave the candles in here for future tours?
Yeah, absolutely. This is my new business.
The lights at the end of the tunnel. What a weird experience. What an amazing thing to have in your property. If you ever need to like hide, if you ever need to hide out for some reason, we have a spot.
Yeah, well, don't go telling all your people.
Oh, that's true. Definitely worth 10 euros. Thank you for the tour.
You're welcome. But it's free for today.
Free for me.
Free for today.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But after today, it's €10. Yeah.
Okay, so that was fun. I think I'll probably end up not going back in there too often in my future, but we have to go back one more time because we're going to measure this thing to see how deep it is. So if anybody has any guesses, Sinead had sent that request to her family, and their first guess was 1 kilometer.
Which made me very sad because I was so impressed.
Yeah, I thought 50 meters was impressive.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there is what we're guessing, but we're going to go on with the tape measure. So we're going back in.
We're going back in.
All right, let's do it. So we've got a 30-meter tape measure. It's definitely longer than that. We're going in. We're going to figure it out. All right, back we go. And we'll report back soon. So we've just emerged. We've just measured it. And yeah, see if you can guess how deep this tunnel is, and I'll let you know at the end of the video. But going in for a second time, I love it even more.
Would you say it's your favorite place?
Today. It's my favorite place I've been all day. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you for
No problem.
for the tour. I was nervous. I was not expecting to go in there, but maybe I'm more of an adrenaline junkie than I thought I was. So the water mine has been cleared of some of the sludge. What's the next step?
Well, what I thought the next step was we were going to build a wall right there. But then I was told yesterday that that won't get built until June or July. For some reason, the water must flow. So, who am I to break from tradition when it comes to water mine walls? So yeah, this baby's open until then. I'm going to observe what happens. Does this water stay? Does it rise? I have got a pipe laid so I can redirect the water towards the river, which is that direction, or there's also a hole on the land over there that has a pipe that goes down to the river, so I can make sure that the water is overflowing and not flooding the land. So yeah, I'll see what happens over the winter, or as I like to call it, the rainy season. And then the next phase.
The next phase will come when
phase.
Joachim
Yeah, the next phase.
said so.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So yeah, the cave is open until June 2026. So get your tickets, come on down.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to go in again at some point. It's great. It's great. Highly recommended. You'll find it on TripAdvisor. I'll put the link below. All right, so that was the water mine, and as I stand here next to these glorious olives, I'm reminded of some preparation work that I have to do on my own land.
Yeah.
And also down at Sancha, so we can access some of our trees, because picking is starting in 4 days?
4 days. Yeah.
4 days.
Yeah.
So, this is the lake right now. You've seen the water mine. Everything's looking wonderful. And I'll continue to check back in to share what's happening with this Amazing water source. Goodbye. Hello everybody from a beautiful blue sky day. This is going to be one of the last days without rain for I think about 5 or 6 days. So I'm anxious to get into the garden, finally clear out these beds, pull up the tomatoes, and basically plant a winter garden. And a winter garden isn't usually something I like to do because I'm always so burnt out after the summer, but I'm gonna try it because I want to plant some nitrogen fixers, and once I do the work today, the rain is gonna take care of most of the watering for me. So I'm gonna give it a go and yeah, just test it out this year because I've got some interesting things to stick in the ground. Things that I've never grown before, like fava beans, some other type of flat bean, and a long green bean. Actually, I think that's a pea. And then I've got carrots, which I've done before, garlic, which Sinead did last year. And then if I have more space, I'll plant some more tremoso because I feel like I can see a few popping up and that's really encouraging. So maybe I'll get a few more in the ground as well. So I've picked the remaining tomatoes. I've got some soil and horse poo fertilizer that I'm going to add to this pile and mix it up into one big source for my soil. And I guess right now I've got to get rid of all these crusty looking old tomato plants, possibly harvest some of the basil for drying, and just find space to get everything in the ground. So I've got this other bag of fertilizer, compost or soil or whatever that I'll use later. Off you go. And then I have this stuff, which is horse poo pellets that I'll use it as fertilizer, so I'll mix this in here as well. And then it's gonna just give me a nice big pile to work from without having to continually mix stuff up. So I've definitely learned my lesson with these things. They are really quite wonderful to work with when they're dry. You can just, handle them with your gloves and it's fine. However, I have left a bag of this stuff out in the rain in the past, and to say they become gross is an understatement. So I'll need to be sure to pack everything away properly once I finish my work today. Because I don't really need to be messing with a plastic bag full of nasty, rehydrated horse crap. Ain't nobody needs that. So I think that'll do for the moment. Next job, clear some beds. So the beds aren't so weedy, and I attribute that to the pine needle mulch that I've used. So I'm gonna probably get more pine needles and stick to that strategy because there's definitely no shortage of them in Sancha's forest. And then for this basil, I feel like I might hang it up and try to dry it. I already have 2 hanging in the house and it seems to be going okay. And I feel like it's quite difficult to find dried basil in the supermarket, surprisingly. So I'll make my own, and then the rest I'll probably turn into pesto. So I don't know if I have time to make pesto today, so I might leave these basils for another time. Maybe pick them when it's raining and I need to be inside doing some inside stuff I've also got loads of jalapenos around that need to be harvested. I think I've had 4 decent sized harvests this year, which is really amazing. And I think I'm going to try to make something called cowboy candy, which I've never done before, so I'm excited about that. I know a few of you suggested it in the comments in the past. And then I also might make more of the fermented hot sauce because it was a hit. I shared it with some chef friends of mine and they were big fans, so that's always encouraging to continue making something when loads of people love it. So I'll make more of that. And yeah, it should be pretty busy even when it's raining. So I've got a decent amount of weeding and bed preparation ahead of me. It's going to take a while. I'm hoping to get this prepared, this one here around the basil, pull all that cucumber craziness out, and then it's just going to be a matter of filling the beds with soil and then planting. So I'm going to get on with the weeding and soil moving, and I'll check in again when it's time to put some seeds in the ground. Well, this has been a bit of work. It's taken a little bit of time, but I'm really happy with how the garden looks. So let me show you what I've done. We might as well start here in my former cucumber bed. I've removed the trellis and made it all nice and pretty for planting. I've pulled up lots of little scrappy bits of cardboard from around the place. I'll probably reposition it once things start to sprout and just put it around the future plants. I've done a bit of weeding and added some soil into this bed and also over here where I'm hoping to add a few more chili plants from the pots. Maybe I can sneak another couple in at the end, but definitely a few over there. The pile of soil has been turned into a bed. This is going to stay as is, and I'm wondering if this could be a potato, so I might let that live and check on it later. Another bed, weeded and soil added. And yeah, I've pulled up all the tomatoes basically. So this one as well, and then I've also added some soil over here and weeded it in this bed too. And I feel like I might add a few more chili plants in here too because they seem to be doing really well in here. And then over in this bed, I didn't do anything with this thing all summer, so maybe I'll just leave it as it is for a little while, but I'd like to clear it out at some point, but I probably won't plant anything in there. And so I still have to plant the seeds, but I'm going to do that off camera because it's getting late and I have plans later, and this has already been a really long video, and I can't imagine it's that entertaining watching me shove seeds into the soil. So I'm very pleased with the garden. I'm pleased with stacking of the firewood. I loved going on the little adventure into Sinead'S water mine. It's super interesting, and next time you see me in the garden, hopefully it'll be when all the little baby plants from those seeds behind me are popping up and I can give a little update on that. So it's been a very, I think, interesting video. It's been a long one, so I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.